Hello everybody and welcome to the Banner Saga 1. So, the collection of the first and second game were on sale, so I decided to pick it up. I really don't know hardly anything about this game. Looks like we can choose our own banner here. That's kind of cool. I know it's like a very story-driven game, and all the visuals are hand-drawn, so it makes it really appealing. Kind of like that octopus one. Kind of like that one. Oh, I like that one. Like the Greyjoys from Game of Thrones. That one's cool too. Cool. So I guess we'll just hit new game. The story in the Banner Saga changes based on the choices you make. You will between lead and secondary characters. The gods are dead. In their wake, man and giant survived through a tenuous alliance, driving black destroyers called Dredge deep into the northern wastes. Now is an era of growth and trade. Life goes on. Only one thing has stopped: the sun.
Að sjá dreggjana á ferli neðanvor. It has been several long months on the road. The first signs of snowfall accost us on our approach to Strand, largest of the trade cities on the Val-human borders, and our last collection before returning to the capital. Several days ago, the sun simply came to a stop in the sky. Though during these long winter days, none of us can be certain how long it has been this way. Some of the men in the caravan have taken it as a dire omen. I am not quick to superstition, but I myself will be glad to be done with this year's rounds. We have been warned by stranded travelers about brigands on the path through Ridgehorn, our road home. Our captain seems unconcerned. Perhaps he is as eager as I to be done here. We will rest here this day and inquire further when we speak to the governor.
Komið í höfnina miklu! Gist ég leyfa oss að syngja?
Whoa. So I guess we're giants, the caravan. You've arrived just in time. The chieftain in red and his men are now looking at a tougher fight than they bargained for. Use R to pan around your surroundings. Zoom in and out by holding down R2 or L2. Press X to continue. These portraits show the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Your allies are blue, the enemy is red. It's your turn to act. Movement happens before action. This ring shows your shield banger is active. The blue tiles around him show where he can move. Okay, I'm just gonna talk normally. Some characters fill more tiles than others. The horned allies are a race of giants called Varl, who take up 4 tiles each, while humans fill a single tile. This can have a huge impact on your strategy. Use L to choose a tile, then press X to confirm move. Move your shield banger here to get him into attack range. That guy's about to get wrecked. Enemy tiles are red, and pulse if the enemy is in range. To target a nearby enemy, use the left stick to select the attack icon, then press X to target the enemy. You can choose to either attack the enemy's strength or break his armor. The numbers beneath each icon, 2 and 5, show the damage you will do to that stat. So strength is red and armor is blue. Strength counts as both health and damage. A loss of 2 strength means you'll now do 2 less damage. If strength falls to 0, the character falls in battle. Armor blocks strength damage, but can be reduced by a break attack. By breaking armor, you open them up to take more damage in the future. This enemy only has 5 strength remaining. A strength attack will kill him. Use the left stick and X to select the fist to attack strength, then press X to confirm. Get wrecked. He's down. Each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is used later to improve your characters. After taking an action, your turn ends. Next up is the enemy. Turns always alternate, even if you are outnumbered. Despite being at full strength, the chieftain will do little damage against your shield banger's high armor. Oh. Sweet. Now it's your Warhawk's turn. He appears to be out of range of these enemies, but all characters can use willpower to boost their actions. Willpower is a limited resource, so use it wisely. By moving on gold tiles, a unit can move further than usual at the cost of 1 willpower per gold tile. Red pulsing tiles beneath your enemy show how close you'll have to get to be in range. Move your Warhawk into attack range using L and X. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but your Warhawk is a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Your unit menu combat options include move, ability, attack, and end turn. Use L and X to activate the purple ability icon now. So you can always move, you can always use an ability, and you can always attack. Okay, cool. The ability description appears in the tooltips below. The Warhawk's Tempest ability allows him to slam multiple enemies at once. Use left and right on the D-pad to select an enemy, and then confirm your choice with X. This guy's got less health. I think I'll take... Oh wait, never mind. I'm stupid. Oh! He just cut him down like that. That made quick work of the chieftain's bodyguards. When there is only 1 enemy left, players engage pillage mode. During pillage, each character moves in order, and there are no more guaranteed turns. Check the initiative to see how the order has changed. Your allies now get to move twice in a row. If a character does not move on his turn, he can rest to regain 1 willpower. The chieftain will rest this turn. Looks like the chieftain is in some trouble. Your shield banger won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost your damage. So, select the fist and press R1 to add a star to the attack. The number of stars available each turn are determined by your exertion stat. You'll see the damage number go up as you add willpower. Add the star and kill the enemy. Victory. The foe's oh, okay. +5 renown.
Like a rabid wolf, that one. How did it come to this? We fool ourselves believing that peace will last. My grandfather built all this from a poor fishing village, you know. He watched the gods die, watched the chaos that followed, watched man and var slaughter each other, even before the dreads arose. All we've done is traded one struggle for another. Now that there are no more dreads to war against, we war against ourselves. This chieftain meant to kill me, and he's not the first. 12 families in the city would gladly take my chair. This one had men waylaying merchants, both north and south of the city, strangling trade. Quite well, I would add, though he denied it to his last. This sort of wolf doesn't stop biting because the head is cut off. It just grows a new head. I am in a bad way, my friend. Help me finish this fight, and I'll gladly send you on your way with double our king's tithe. Take any men you need. They're loyal, I promise you that. They will meet you down in the proving grounds.
Whoa. That was a big battle. Chapter 1. Only the sun has stopped. You're approached by a familiar man who walks in step with you as you're leaving the Great Hall. He cuts to the chase. Eric, steward of stand. I make the governor's business. Ubin, isn't it? So I can say, let's see. It is. The governor tells me you'll be giving us a hand. What did you have in mind? Scalflings that you didn't hack up in the Great Hall scattered after you took out their chieftain. The governor just wants to make sure they stay down. Was hoping you'd join me by the marketplace in the docks. At the marketplace by the docks. If there's anyone left to worry about, I know who can tell us. Right? Reminds me a lot of, like, D&D. It's very entertaining. Use L or L1 and R1 to highlight the market tent, then press X to visit the merchant.
Wooper, invite me to a party, I'm back.
I'm not gonna do it right now because I'm playing. I'll play with you once I'm done with this video. I'll play Saints Row with you. Wow, this is such a beautiful game. Alright. Let's cut to the chase. Let me handle this. You meander through rows of open-faced houses and eroded stalls. colored canvases flap on a briny current. One man in particular blanches as you approach. Had, I'm not in the mood today. For
Please
what?
invite Net.
No, I'm not gonna invite you. It's easier if I just concentrate on the video and not talk to anyone else. I'm sorry. I will play with you once I'm done. For what? Talking to an idiot. The Scalfling's chieftain bled out an hour ago, had. So when you tell me that a rat anus, what rat anus the rest of them crawled back into, nobody's going to try and kill you this time. They don't talk to me. I don't have the patience for this. Had sweats visibly, fumbling with some dirty trinkets on his table. Wait, just buy one of these. If everybody thinks I'm getting worked over every week, how am I supposed to know much? Just a little food money, yeah? I don't think he owes us anything. Eric overturns his flimsy table. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Wow. Eric overturns his flimsy table, scattering Had's assortment of junk across the ground. Gods! Eric! Lying it on a bit heavy, don't you think? Where are the Scalflings? Nobleman. Up by the east wall. But that was months ago, last I know.
Wooper.
What, noob? Hedge skulks away with a wave of Eric's hand, gathering things from his hovel. Disappearing for a while until this blows over, you figure. Your bodyguard steps forward. Are we done here? Gunnulf, you're wearing green back at the Great Hall? No, just bottom while you're walking around. Why? Okay, I'm done using accents. You look like a frog. Better than an eggplant. Oh! Good one. Well, Gunnulf goes off to look at more stalls. Eric, that man of yours seems unreliable at best. A blind dog wouldn't trust Had, but he used to be a Scalfling. They're licking their wounds. They've probably gone to old haunts, not new ones. Nobleman, is it Mead Hall? Best I can tell, the name's ironic. Listen, I know a guy who would love to put a few of these skulls in the ground. I'm hoping to find him. I'll meet you there. Oh, I can actually move it with the touchpad. Cool. Let's just say after this I'm done here. It's not up to me, my friend. Oh, no, we're leaving this place. Just make sure the governor remembers his promise. Double the usual tithe. I'll remind him. So I don't have any. So if I look at this, you can look at my renown, the number of days that have passed, my gold, my morale, and the days of supplies. Which, where are the days of supplies? What? Oh, I don't think we need them because we're in the middle of a city. Okay. So, I've got 0 clansmen, 0 fighters, and 32 Varl, which are those giants. Wow, 32! That's a big caravan. Dang. Okay. Let's go to the meat house. You arrive in front of what must be a nobleman. A few minutes later, Eric appears, with a weather-beaten man, introduced as Valgard. I'll point them out, Eric says over his shoulder. Ready? Let's get it over with. That's the spirit, says Valgard. Okay, here we go. Valgard boots the front door open so hard it won't close again without repair. As you enter the hall, Eric is ready at the head of the table, his axe drawn. Wide-eyed, drunken scofflings scramble to find their own weapons, turning tables and mead steins in the process. Oh yeah. Let's take 'em out. Oh! This game looks really nice. Select a unit with left and right on the D-pad, and use L and X to deploy them in any sort of the blue tiles. When all units are satisfactorily deployed, press triangle to start the battle. So, I can... Okay, so I can just move him around. That's good. Actually, we're gonna move him a little bit closer together. We're gonna move... No, okay. Move back over here. We're gonna move... No, okay. I got it. I got you. I got you. We're moving this guy. Oh god, okay. Get out of the way for now. We're gonna move our giants, or our Varl, next to each other because there is a big crowd right here. So there are 4 enemies right there, and then there are 3 right there. So, that will be good. These 2 can take out a big group of them, and then these 2 will just clean up after them. Yeah, that looks good. I was hoping for more than a fight than this. Look at them. It's gonna be butchery. Jeez. Brave words, man. Alright. Let's move him right there. I can make a stone wall. Blocks 3 damage per hit per 1 round. Can I only use 1 ability each time? That might be the case. I don't know. Let's not risk it. Let's end our turn right there. Okay. That's fine. Let's back him up. Positioning this guy right here. Okay. So I can rally. So rally will raise morale, most likely. Let's just end his turn right there. They're standing back to back. Alright. Should I... No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna move right here and end my turn. Okay, he's enraged. Blocked. Let's move this guy up here, and let us just straight up... Oh, I can just kill him right now. Oh yeah, because it's from behind. Okay, so there is a good, nice present element of positioning, which I'm thankful for. I should have moved on his side. I don't know why I didn't. Let's take down his those 2 shield, and then I should be able to... Or... No, let's just take down that right there. He'll do a lot less damage now. Okay, this guy... We're gonna move right here. He's gonna attack this guy. Oh! This guy hardly does any damage. Okay. Just basically grazed him, pretty much. Okay, let's move right there. Who can I deal the most damage to? Let's take a big chunk out of this guy. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted them all to group up like this, and then this guy can just absolutely wreck right now. Zing. See that? He was promoted for that. Oh, got hit a little bit there. If I position this guy behind them, let's use the special ability. Oh, that does take up your turn. Okay, you can either use the ability or the, let's just go ahead and attack this guy. Like, might as well. Can take this guy out right now. Let's just take him out. It's just a mosh pit at the moment. Okay, you're gonna move right there. And you're gonna use Tempest again. I don't want to move, I just want to attack that guy in the back. Yep. Slice. Raid Master, I've earned a trophy. Let's move him behind. Okay, yeah, he's only on 1 health anyway. Right. I got the Warden trophy too. Alright. Let's just use one of those point things. And I should be able to take him out. Yeah, 10 damage, jeez. Boom! Alright, that was pretty sweet. Victory. The foe's lying dead at you. I can't read the thing. So, one of our guys got promoted. I don't remember. I couldn't see his name. Was it the guy that looks like a frog? There they are. Gods be damned, I've got to go wash off this blood. Eric is looking at the hall's window onto the bay. A fleet of longships approach with the sails of bold reds and blues. One banner I know well. Vognir. Next for Viral Kingship last we spoke. The other flag looks important. Yeah, important guests. See what I deal with all day long? Ah, things make a little more sense. You'd hoped have a stake in saying everything's fine here when the royal guests arrived. Not me, the governor. Now I have to make sure there are no rotting bodies or pools of entrails still in the Great Hall before they come by. Can I ask one more favor? What is it? If you've happened to stall our guests down at the docks, I wouldn't object. Maybe I will. Eric and Valgard hustle from the meat house. To his credit, Eric tosses the barkeep a spar of silver for the mess. You give an apologetic shrug and go to greet the new arrivals down at the docks. Whoa, that's a big fleet! Holy God! Alright, let's go down to the docks. Vognir. A familiar Varl. Is it pronounced Varl or Jarl? Because I know Jarls were a thing. I'm just gonna call them Jarls. A familiar Jarl steps onto the docks. If in your mind you recall a much younger version trampling the halls of Grofend abnent in purpose. Gods, Ubin, you're looking ancient. Comes with being old, and if there is Wagner here, must be Hacken. Must there? Still bleeding tributes from the poor and stupid old yucks. At what age do you lose a sense of shame? Jorder demands it. I'll take that over lingering to death in Grofheim. Speaking of, I've no sense that you were so far from home. Just returned from Aberang, in fact, and glad for it. Hacken motions to the other ships in the bay, sails still fluttering. Golden Wolf had embalazoned on red, the king of men, or someone on his behalf. The king's whelp. The king's son, Luden. Don't you know all these Nordic names. Scrivener. We visit his capital, he visits ours. It's how you make alliances these days. It's a miserable waste of time. Yes, Hacken has it. I'd almost forgotten. It's a good thing you're around, Hacken. Then you're going to Grofheim? I have the distinct feeling I've finished my business in Strand, and I was heading there myself. We should caravan. We should. Give it a day in better circumstances, I'd drink a week away, but, let's just be done. Find me tomorrow at the gates. What he's trying to say is the prince is a delight to behold. Where's Moger? Hacken, have him find a place to put up the warriors. I'm heading up to meet the governor. A host of giants depart in his wake. You recognize a few, others are strangers to you. Guess I'm off to find Moger. See you in the morning, Scrivener. I'll be along. The young prince of men ambles from his ship. He brushes off his tunic, scanning the beach with low eyelids. Luden looks for all the world the sort of boy who grew up pulling the legs from spiders. The long road back to Grofheim should be more interesting than most years, you think. Da, da, da. Weariness suddenly settles in, and you chuckle to yourself about what an odd day it has been. One of the governor's men at the Great Hall could find you a place to sleep. On the other hand, if you're going to join Wagner's caravan tomorrow, it might not hurt to share a drink with Hacken, or introduce yourself to the prince they spoke so highly of. So, I can talk to... who's this? So that's Hacken. I don't know who that is. Or we could go to the Great Hall. So I can have a drink with Hacken, meet the young prince, I don't care about that, or take a rest. I feel like if we get into a combat scenario the next day, then me not having enough sleep will be bad, so I think I'm just gonna go to sleep. At dawn you're woken by the delivery of goods, at least you think it's dawn. Damn hard to tell with the sun that never moves. The governor's crest adorns the supply leathers, all there, just as promised. To your mild surprise, you wonder if Eric had anything to do with that. Your guards take the treasure wagon down to the gates. Wagner is already here. A while later, Luden and his men appear, groggy and disheveled. Mulger steps forward, Wagner's quartermaster. If you recall correctly, in charge of his unwieldy entourage of warriors. You know him only in passing. He asks if you're ready to depart. We're ready. You follow Mulger and join the others. Usually the smaller doors set on into the gates would be enough to enter or leave the city, but the town guards have been told to push them open entirely. They mutter things under their breath that are best not heard. Perhaps the governor expected you to draw a crowd, but there's nothing of the sort, just frustrated, tired people. It summarizes Strand well as a whole, you think. there's Strand. There's our caravan. Whoa, we've got 366 Varl and 85 fighters. And we're down to 67 gold. 66 now. The caravan stops for the day. A gift, says Moger, cracking open mead casks. From our gracious friend, the governor of Strand. Hours pass with raucous laughter as the mead is passed throughout camp. I'll drink a little. You go easy. You've nothing against a good drink, but if anyone is going to keep an eye on things, it may as well be you. The revelers eventually fall asleep without incident. I'm gonna play this safe. That's my thing. I'm gonna play this really safe and reasonable for the most part. You rise groggily. The campsite is a casualty of merriment. Mulger is already kicking warriors awake when you spot Ludens stalking your direction. He sidesteps sleeping bodies. Better wake up. You nudge Vognir. You're needed. Ah, it's Luden. Always a pleasure. Pleasure. You look well rested. Vognir releases a caged yawn and receives a hard-eyed stare in return. How long to Glowfheim? So that's the young prince. Ha! We're only 2 days out of Strand, you know. Come, I'll show you on a map. World map. Use R to pan around the map. Use L2 and R2 to zoom in for a closer look. A portrait icon shows where your caravan is in the world. You can use L and X, or L1 and R1, to select any direction to get some history about it. When you're done with the map, press circle. Whoa! That's a big map. So we're right there. Wasn't Strand right here? Oh, there's Strand. That's Strand right there. So we've moved over there. So there are different provinces. Cool. I'm not gonna read all of this right now. Wandering road. Alright. We head north, then east, past the forts. Grofheim's far from Strand. Going to be a long march. You should have drank last night, Luden. Why not take the ships to Skymmerstred? What's the point of marching? The Silverstone Bay is called that for a reason. It stays covered in ice all year. It would tear up the longships. Too bad, though. We could have shown you all the wonders of Skymmerstead. A half-sunken city crawling with dredge. Prince. Dredge and glaciers. You like glaciers? Luden exhales through the nose, a port of skies for his contempt. He turns and bats aside the tent flaps as he goes, barking at his company in the distance. Don't poke the anthill, Vognir. He seems no happier to be here than you. Spend a few days more with the boy, old friend. You'll be looking for a tall cliff to hop on, too. Luden's got a shorter wick than Hacken. Thanks, Vognir. Let's get moving. Another half day to Vedrfell, if we're lucky. Camp. This is where you manage your caravan. During travel, you can enter camp at any time by tapping the camp icon on the travel HUD. While you're camp or in towns, you can upgrade your allies or equip items in the hero's tent. You can pass time by using the rest tent. Resting will improve the caravan's morale. A high morale will reduce casualties in war and affect your willpower in combat. Each passing day will use supplies, so only rest when necessary. The training tent will allow you to safely try out any characters in the mock battle. Tap Leave at the bottom of the campsite when you're ready to get back on the road. So we've got the training, the rest, and the hero's tent. I don't really want to do this right now. I'm not going to look in too in-depth on this stuff. So we've got Gunnulf, Ludin, Hakon, and Mulgar. Oh, I can promote this guy. Oh yeah, he was, he can be promoted again. Wow. Okay, that's a bunch of stuff. So I can add stuff every time I promote him. So, I say we add... He's not very good at breaking down shields. I don't really know what to increase. Guess we can increase that, and maybe his armor breaking capability. Confirm. Another 10 renown. This guy's a rank 3 Warhawk. So those are his max stats, I think. Okay, cool. Alright, so we can leave the hero's tent, training tent, and we can rest. I think I will probably leave this episode here, guys. I'll definitely be making another one tomorrow. Maybe even one later tonight, because I'm really enjoying this game. It reminds me so much of Dungeons & Dragons, and I'm a huge Dungeons & Dragons fan. I've played Dungeons & Dragons since I've been playing in like a couple dozen different parties over the years since I was in second grade, pretty much. So it's been what, 5? No, not 5. It's been 7 years, I think. 6 or 7 years since I started playing Dungeons & Dragons, and reminds me a lot. And I still play every once in a while, just I'm not as obsessed with it as I used to be, but I am currently in a party that I go to Saturdays. Yeah, I think I'll end this episode here. Let me know if you guys are enjoying the series. I certainly am. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.